Evaluations continue during fall camp as we get closer to kickoff, and today we want to focus in on the impact freshmen at Alabama, and for that I bring in Alabama beat reporter for AL.com, Matt Zenitz, on campus right now. And Matt, let's start with the quarterback position, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, just a special talent, a kid that came in January and did special things during the course of the spring, continued to impress people inside the program throughout the course of the summer, and now through the first 2 weeks of fall camp, to the point that he is realistically, legitimately in the mix to be Alabama's starting quarterback, to be the first true freshman to ever start a quarterback at Alabama under Nick Saban. I'm not saying it's likely, but he's put himself in a position where he is still in the mix with just a couple of weeks to go before the season. A dual threat kid, one of the top dual threat quarterbacks in this year's recruiting class, had a great scrimmage this past Saturday, and we'll see what happens going forward now through the rest of camp to see if he can win that job.
Now we talk about offensive tackle Jonah Williams, a guy that came in as an early enrollee, has received quite a bit of praise in the spring as well as in fall camp. How much of an impact do you think he'll have early on?
I think he's going to start at right tackle. An extremely talented kid who I think has first-round type ability, that a few years from now, if everything goes like it could, has a chance to be a top 10 pick in the NFL draft, has that kind of ability, and looks like as a true freshman that he will be Alabama's starting right tackle. Has consistently worked with the first team throughout fall camp, has done a good job. A big athletic kid, has put on around 20 pounds since he got to Alabama, and even just a couple months after arriving on campus was already the fastest of Alabama's offensive linemen, running a 5.10 40-yard dash during spring testing, and just a couple months after arriving at Alabama was already bench pressing 455 pounds, which is a lot more than I can do, and it's a pretty impressive number for somebody that young.
A lot more than you can do. That's funny. A lot more than I can do too. All right, we know the running back position can certainly use depth, and for that we turn to B.J. Emmons. How much of an impact do you think he'll have?
He's someone that I definitely think will factor into the running back rotation this year. A kid that people at Alabama have been really excited about potential-wise for this season since before he even got on campus. One of the top running backs in this year's recruiting class, a tough, physical kid that Nick Saban has referred to as a naturally instinctive runner, and I think he'll be one of three running backs that you'll see a lot of during the course of this season, with Bo Scarborough and Damian Harris being the other ones.
All right, thank you so much, Matt, for your insight. For more updates from Alabama's fall camp, go to AL.com.